Virgil Karuranga, popularly known as DJ Miller, succumbed to a stroke at the beginning of this year, but this has not stopped friends of one of Rwanda's great entertainers to come together to finish the work of his album titled Shani. Earlier, we spoke to the managing director of rock events, Bruce Twagira, on DJ Miller's legacy.
He had his producer called Davidenko. So Davidenko was working on his album before he passed. So like I would say Davidenko, I don't know if you guys know him, but he's quite one of the biggest producers that we have in Japan.
Yeah, Davidenko is a known figure around town, yeah. How many songs do we expect from this album? What kind of songs should we expect? Who are the artists? And again, in line with DJ Miller's legacy, at just the age of 29, what does this mean for his legacy?
As he promised to his fans, he was already working on his album. That was actually his first his debut album, and most of the people know him as a DJ, but he was also a talented rapper, singer. So yeah, he left around 10 songs. So the album will be composed with 10 songs. It featured a lot of biggest artists we have in Rwanda. I would say Peace Jolis, Riderman, Saxo, Jasmine, Kivumbi, and his fellow DJs, DJ Marno and DJ Toxic from Dream Team DJs. Yeah, from his legacy, for us, like he really, really had a lot in store for us. It was just the beginning. But yeah, I would say for the songs that we've heard that were released, they were, bangers, like I would say. So I believe his legacy will live on, and we'll try as much as we can as friends and his fellow artists to keep the lights on.
Some of the names you've mentioned there, DJ Toxic, Mike Kaihura, Riderman, those are the who's of Rwanda's music scene. Getting them together and compiling this album, what kind of work went into it?
Yeah, I would say DJ Miller had done the biggest part. So the last thing we do was only the last touch, and it's actually to finish the songs. And we also had like a wish list of artists he wanted to have on board. Some we could get them. Some are also like I believe after this album, we still have more songs to release. So what we've done was only the final touch of his album. So yeah, I think he did the biggest part.
I believe from the various reports I've seen across from your social media and the likes of DJ Piers, there has the title of the album is Shani. Now, why Shani?
Yeah, as you said, Shani is her firstborn, a daughter Shani. So he wanted to dedicate his first album to his first daughter. So yeah, the daughter is called Shani, so that's why we also called the album Shani.
And this album is going to be launched today?
Yes, it's going to be launched at 8 p.m. Through his YouTube channel, DJ Miller. Yes, and we will announce other channels maybe after that. But we are starting today with his YouTube channel, DJ Miller.
Bruce, I want to go a little bit personal. You as a friend, someone who saw DJ Miller rise through the ranks from, pretty much an unknown DJ to what he became with the Dream DJs alongside DJ Toxic and DJ Marno. Just take us through his life journey and what he meant for the entertainment scene in Rwanda.
Yes, I would say I was very privileged to see him starting. We firstly met in 2009 when he actually reached out to me for a gig. I was organizing one of an event, so he called me. He wanted to perform, but then he started off as Ice V. So I knew him as we have seen him singing. They had like quite nice songs with his group called Narcisse. And then after that, he decided to actually start his DJing career. And I would say we actually worked together. I've seen growing. I've seen going through ups and downs of this industry. And as a person, I would say he was a very selfless person, a very talented artist, a DJ as well. So one of the funny story I can't forget about him. So every time I reach out to him for a gig, I end up hiring three more DJs because he tells me, "Yes, Bruce, I want to be part of this event, but I can't come if you also don't um hire XYZ, his DJ." So well, it's always challenging because you're not sure about the budget, but he always finds a way to make it work. He's like, okay, I would even share my cut with my other DJs. So him as a person, I would say he was very selfless and very ambitious. As you guys know, the DJing career was not a thing before we heard Dream Team DJs. Of course, we had several big names, but the DJing as a career, as a profession, was not a thing. But he really fought for it, and I would say he actually succeeded. Now we have a lot of big names as DJs. So I would say he was a very good person. We lost a very good soul and a talented artist.